Hey everyone, welcome back to Danger Wizard. Today I am coming to you with an update on the painting competition that I entered with Pandemonium Books and Games in Cambridge, Massachusetts a couple weeks ago. So for any of you that watched the video from then, I decided that I was going to choose 3 Warhammer models to submit. There were 3 categories. There was light, toast, and green. So I decided I would go for all 3 categories, even though I only had 2 weeks or so to do it in. Moderate success, I'll say. First, I'll show you guys the model that I submitted for the light category. This is, I still don't know the name of it, but I'm going to call it the Burning Book of Sneech. As you can tell, I didn't really get a chance to finish it. I'll post a picture of where I got to so you can see a little bit better. But yeah, this is mostly contrast paints. I was trying something different with the flames. I want to go for kind of like a multicolored hue, you know, purple to blue to yellow, greenish yellow. So, and then I had some ideas with like stars or galaxies for the eyes, the books of the page. I had fun. I spent like an hour or so doing this, playing around with it, but then kind of petered out. Some of like it looked wet. The contrast paint kind of pooled, and I know I could hit that up with more layers, you know, actual layer paints or maybe a matte. But I was excited to get on to other models. So that the light category, I did not submit that. For the green category, though, I was very excited about this. As I mentioned in the last video, I had the old Bellicor model that had been kicking around in my collection for over a year now or so. I got it at the Bolter Hole, very cool game store. If you guys are in the South Massachusetts area, I highly recommend you go check it out. I'll put a little link somewhere here. But yeah, great guys there, excellent, like older model selection there, which is where I picked up this Bellicor model, and this guy was a shit ton of fun to paint. So because I run a Nurgle Slaves to Darkness army, I'm probably going to be getting the Bellicor model at some point, the new one, the new massive one. I figured this version of Bellicor might be retired soon to a Demon Prince status, so I figured I'd paint him up in a kind of Nurgle-y color tone. Yeah, to kind of give you an idea, this was mostly done with contrast paints, you know, the yellow to purple fade on the wings, all sorts of different types of greens built up for the body itself, with a couple layer paints for highlights as well as the sword. But and then the base was a mixture of dry brushing, washes, and contrast paints. But this guy, I had a lot of fun. I don't know how long I spent on him. I would say in the realm of 8 hours, and I could definitely push him more. There's still parts I'm looking at that I'm not thrilled with, but the wings could use a little more detail. The sword could use a little extra oomph. But on the whole, I'm very happy with the way he looks from a distance, even up close. In fact, I was so happy with it that I decided that I would bring it to my friend's house to show him in person, because he has a backyard. We have to do that safely in, the year of our Dark Lord, 2021 now, April. And I broke him at the ankles. Yep, I was so excited. My coat caught on the door handle and I dropped him and he snaps right off. But he's made of resin, so it was an easy fix. You can't really tell even if you can see it here on the... Yeah, I guess you can kind of see it there, but that's something I can touch up later. Still, very happy with the way he came out. Unfortunately, he did not win in the green category. There were some really stellar models. The winning model, it was a super cool Gray Seer Skaven on top of like a screaming bell. It was just very well done. Definitely deserved to win. And and that guy is an incredible painter. So that being said, that brings us to our last category, which was Toast. And that one I decided to use an Exalted Flamer of Sneech because it's shooting out a ton of fire. So this is what I came up with. So this guy, try to do a little source lighting on the face, the arms, the base obviously, a little bit on the mouth on the bottom too. Do the white core of white hot center of the flames that then peters out to yellow, orange, red, and eventually kind of like a smoky black on the tips. But this guy actually, I painted him up pretty fast. I'd say maybe only 3 hours total for this guy. I tried to do the body first. Actually, no, I did the flames first because I was the most excited about getting that done. And then I went back, did the body, tried to clean that up because I figured then I'd be layering more fire and lighting effects on there. Honestly, object source lighting, OSL. I've never really tried it before, and it was super kind of dirty and cheap the way I did it. I just took some yellow paint and just dry brushed it on the areas I thought would need it. Did a little more touching up here and there. I thought needed a little more oomph added to it, and it looked not great, but it looked good enough. I was happy with it, and apparently so were the judges because I won first place in the toast category. So I just found out tonight. I am pretty chuffed about that. Dead chuffed, I think, or is that just an orc thing? I don't know. But yeah, I now I can get like a Warhammer kit worth up to $100, which is fantastic. So fortunately, I think Bellacore, the new one, is just out of that price range, but I'll find some suitable plastic miniature trophy to commemorate my win. And I mean, I was very surprised. I was very honored. There was a lot of stiff competition throughout the painting event and the toast category, but I'm very happy with this Exalted Flamer bonus model. This was a model I had going before, but I wanted to finish it, and you can kind of see the reoccurring theme here. What with the chaos, the fire, and the, well, that's kind of all you need to know. Chaos and fire. So this, I finished up the flames, did the metal. I did my best to do like kind of like a heated metal look. I'm not sure how well that translated, but I am happy enough with it for now. Really cool, very powerful spell actually for Slaves to Darkness, and or just a cool objective for your Sneech armies, or just like a cool piece of terrain for D&D or whatever the hell else you want to use it. But that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm going to keep pushing, I think, more of the fire kind of effects. I mean, I got my whole Sneech army behind me. So I'm really going to play around with the regular kind of like orange, yellow, red fire colors, but also work on the more multi-hued, chaotic colors of purple, blue, green, and yellow. So looking forward to that. I'll give you guys more updates. But yeah, I'm just very excited that I was chosen to win one of these categories. I just feel like there was a lot of great painters. A lot of my friends were competing in it, and I know that they are very, very good. So that pushed me to try to paint to the best of my abilities and go a little bit beyond. So I want to thank them for that. Thank Pandemonium for putting on the competition. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that this inspires you to go out and paint some of your own models too. I saw this quote the other day. Everything seems scary until you try it. And I've been painting models for a long time, 20 years or so now. And even then I was still intimidated by this tiny little piece of resin. It was just, oh, it's so cool. I can't paint Bellacore in a subpar way. Like, he doesn't deserve that. It's just a model, He deserves to be painted, period. Whether it's good or bad or somewhere in between, as long as you have fun doing it, he's got some paint on him, it's something you can like take pride in. You say, hey, I tried, Sometimes it turns out better than expected. So yeah, so that's my 2 bits on this. Thank you again for watching. If you guys have any models that you're working on, let me know what projects you guys have going on. I know hopefully we're almost out of this COVID quarantine, so we can start actually playing with all of our painted models in person again on tabletops. I don't know about you guys, but I've had like ups and downs of motivation when it comes to painting my models during the lockdown. I thought, oh, this is great. I have so much free time. And I did for like a little while, but then, I don't know, I just kind of fell out of it for a bit, but I'm riding that wave again now. I'm hoping to, like I said, work on my Sneech army some more. I've actually got some little baby flamers now. That was paintbrush on a model. But yeah, I got these little dudes. This is the Pyromancer, the leader, I guess, and this is one of the regular troops. Still works in progress, but I mean, seems to match. But yeah, man, just looking at that in the lighting, Sneech is a colorful army. I'm so used to playing like Khorne or Slaves to Darkness, where it's just like red, black, brass, more red, skulls, so it's kind of fun to branch out and try something a little more vibrant. That's it for today. I'm going to be posting some videos soon about the new Candlekeep book, although I'm also getting the new Be'lakor Broken's Realms book, so I haven't gotten the other two, but I might after I pick up this one, but I'll probably do a review of that. So stay tuned if you guys are interested in hearing more about that. Until then, keep kicking ass, and remember, whatever life throws at you, roll with it.